Hi, this is Billie Beene here with another segment of Truth by Billie Beene. Today's date, 11/8/2022, E-Day in the U.S. New. This is my third U.S. Uh, YouTube channel. I have a subscribe button in the lower right corner of my screen. Thanks for like, subscribe, and share. And thanks to some recent donations to support my channel. In the next video, I'll have a list of names. I love you and thanks for all of that. Okay, this is episode 460. Some of my sources are God in the Bible, Patriot Subscriber, New Atlas, Off-Grid Desert Farming, Sal M, What's Up with Shipping, Israeli News Live, Hal Turner, Zero Hedge, Strange Sounds, and some of the things we'll cover. On 11/6, the U.S. moved a nuclear sub, the USS Rhode Island, to Gibraltar, and we'll get into that. On yesterday, 11/7, we had several sources reporting that the U.S. Air Force put out 11 early alert messages sending out nuke codes on a global basis. And back in plus T, Netanyahu and President Trump. So let's get started. Okay, Sal M is a history prof at a university in North Carolina, but he also does What's Up with Shipping because he's involved in the merchant marine and shipping, and he's very knowledgeable on a global basis. And he's talking about the recent attack that went on in Ukraine, in a part of that Russia claims. So we have Ukraine, we've got the Crimea, we have Sepastopol, and this is a port city that was involved in shipping grain from Ukraine, and they had a safe corridor, and what the Ukraine proxy NATO US, they sent drones down and then made a turn to go into Sepastopol to take out ships in the port. And during the course of this was done primarily by Britain, but there was also U.S. involvement. They used nukes. 0.5 kiloton nukes were used with the drones. So that's going on. Sal M is reporting that. And also Russia is back into shipping grain. But, you know, they're keeping a close eye on what is NATO and Britain and the U.S. doing? Okay. Hal Turner is reporting this, that on 11/5, loudspeakers were going off in Kherson. Here, I'll draw a better map because we need a map going on. So we have Russia. We have Ukraine. We have these parts that the people recently voted to join Russia, and the Russian government took in Luhansk, Donetsk, Kherson, Zaporizhzhia. Okay, Hal Turner is reporting in Kherson on 11/5. There were loudspeakers going off, and there were other sources too, telling the people to be out of Kherson by November 7th. That was yesterday. And that there were some stories that Russia was withdrawing because they took down the flag over the administrative building at Kherson. That's because they're evacuating it. And so that's going on. And some are speculating that Russia is using a Sun Tzu art of war technique, withdraw, let your enemy think that you've withdrawn to draw them in, and then you take them down. So that could be going on too. All right. Now we have this from International Affairs that the U.S. government, did speed up their bringing of up-to-date nukes. They went from spring to December, but they're already shipping right now, November. And this new report tells us these are B6112 nukes, updated, upgraded, and this report tells us how many, 100. And they're going to the same locations that the U.S. had live nukes: the Netherlands, Germany, Italy, Turkey, okay, and Belgium. So that's going on. Now we have this from Strange Sounds, that the Netherlands, Holland, is the first European country. Now what they've done, various ministries and their government have given various types of waivers so that they are not in lockstep with sanctions against Russia, because Russia continues to be a primary source of heat, oil, and natural gas for much of Europe. Okay, now we have this. Zero Hedge is reporting, we have a U.S., the USS Rhode Island is a nuclear sub that can carry 24 Trident II nuke subs. And it has, I'll show you where it is. So this is Ukraine. This is Ukraine. This is the Black Sea. And now we have France. Yeah, we have France over here, Germany. We have Spain. This is Gibraltar. And this is where the U.S. nuke is located. And it is in a position to fire directly onto the Black Sea or Ukraine or Russia. So it can fire 18,000 kilometers or about 11,185 miles. That is the range. And the distance from Gibraltar to the Black Sea is 249 miles, or about 3,942 kilometers. So we see that the USS Rhode Island is set up with 24 Trident II nukes and easily can fire on Ukraine, Russia, Belarus. So that's going on. And now we have this from another source that the U.S. weapons inspectors actually are inside Ukraine to use the weapons, because many of the weapons that are coming forward, especially the air defense systems, take 10 years to learn how to use. So the U.S. Troops on the ground, allegedly weapons inspectors, are actually operating the weapons in the air defense. And one of the reasons the U.S. has 3 weeks left in diesel supply is that most of the U.S. diesel has gone to Ukraine because Russia has taken out their power system, so they're using diesel-fueled generators. So that's going on. That's your government looking out for the American people. Okay, we have this going on. We have a report from Off-Grid Desert Farming plus Hal Turner. that on 11/7, the U.S. Air Force put out 11 emergency alert messages globally, sending out the nuke codes. And I had many sources say this was not a drill. And it was in response to a British submarine being on fire. So far, we don't know where that British submarine is located. So that went on. Yesterday afternoon, about 3:45, 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, in response to a British sub being on fire. And we know that Russia has made public. They blame Britain, and they're, intimating U.S. involvement in the blowing up of the N1 into Russian gas pipeline going to Germany, and also in the Kerch Crimea bridge attack, and in the downing of the Russian flagship Moscow and another ship, plus other things. All right. Now, New Atlas is saying this. Yes, the air defense systems that the U.S. is sending to Ukraine take 10 years to learn to use. And it looks like too little, too late. And now we have this from Israeli News Live. Stephen Benoon, formerly with the CIA, now has a ministry, regularly gets updates from the Pentagon that the New World Order, the Dems, are freaked out by the election of Bibi Netanyahu in Israel, and also by the strong rumblings that are taking place about the return of President Trump. So, it's good to remember that God is in charge. He is on the move. And we just need to keep praying for the outcome that we want. I love you, and I'll see you soon.